of June, and this is going to blow your mind. Let's share this. I've just gone live a minute early just so I can get this out there, and make sure you all find it, because I know there's going to be a record amount of people on this broadcast this morning. We're excited. Today is the day we launch Confidence 365, 28 days to help you be incredible, help you to become the confident human being that you were put on this earth to be. Let me just share this in a couple of places, and then I'm going to give you my full attention. It's me and my shadow this morning, and I'll explain to you what my shadow is doing here in a minute, because everyone has a shadow, right? Everyone has a shadow. Me and my shadow. How does that song go? Let us know before we get stuck in where you are in the world right now. Where in the world are you? Where in the world are you? What is actually going on? Where in the world are you? And give me one word to describe how you are feeling at this moment in time, as I just share this in a couple of other places and we get started. And this is going to be an unbelievable broadcast. And for those of you that are My 365 Elite members, get ready for a truly remarkable month. What we are going to do this month, I believe, is going to transform many of your lives. Who is ready to transform their life? Are you ready? Because if you are ready, you've come to the right place. I'm Pete Cohen. I'm a coach. I've been coaching people for a very long time, over 30 years. Come on, England! England are playing football tonight. I don't know about you. I used to be a big fan of football, and I don't like it as much as I used to. But when England play, I love to watch, even though most people will be thinking, is it going to be history that repeats itself? Ever since England played West Germany in 1990 and we lost, I think our confidence in the England football team has literally gone down every single year. But hopefully that might be different. Hopefully this year might be the year when everything changes, where the England football team believe in themselves. How many of you think that England will beat Tunisia this evening? Look, it's all about confidence. If you line up 11 decent football players against 11 other decent football players, the difference that makes the difference is confidence. The challenge is we all have a shadow. We all have a part of ourselves that we wish that we didn't have. I'm going to be sharing with you today exactly what we're going to be doing for the next month. For the next 28 days, those of you that are My 365 Elite members, get ready to transform your game. Get ready to take the success that you've already created and supercharge it. Show me some hearts right now if you are fired up about the next 28 days. If you're watching this and you're thinking, I don't know what you're talking about, stay tuned. If you want to find out more about My 365 Elite and why it is the #1 coaching opportunity in the world. Why? World-class coaching. 2, masterclasses, the best tools, tips, techniques, strategies, protocols for helping everyday people create an unbelievable life. And lastly, a community of like-minded people. We're like England fans, but we're not backing England, we're backing ourselves. Because if you're backing England, you don't really have too much control over that, do you? But when it comes to backing yourself, and this is what we're going to be teaching people this month, to be confident. Even if you're the remotest bit curious about what I'm saying here and you're watching this for the first time, just click on the link in this post, or click on the link on Instagram and go and see what Elite is. It'll probably be one of the best investments you'll ever make in your life, because there only is one major investment that we all should be making in our life, and that's our growth, our personal and professional development. Because if you don't go to work on developing yourself, you will be like everybody else out there, who basically unhappy, miserable, knowing that they're not fulfilling their true potential and letting their shadow or letting their dark side rule their life. Yes, you and me, we all have a dark side. So if you're fired up and excited, feel free to make a comment in here and we can hopefully bring it up so everyone can see it on Facebook. And also, please share this. You never know, if you share this, who will watch it? Because I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to be doing over the next month. We spent a week getting ready last week, and now, I don't know about you, I'm chomping at the bit to really start helping our members really grow in confidence. So what is confidence? What is it? Well, it's two things, really, if you want to look at it. There's a meaning. It's a word, isn't it? Confidence is a word. So you can go and find out, what does that word actually mean? And it has a few meanings, but I think the most poignant meaning, or the meaning I like the most, is trust in oneself. Trust in oneself. Being able to have resilience in oneself. And let's ask that question: how much trust do you have in yourself? In your just you being you. Trust yourself, back yourself, like yourself. But also, which is what we're going to be looking at here, is trusting in the person that you want to become. Trusting in creating the future that you want. And what I have found from all of my years with working with people, is most people do not trust themselves. They do not back themselves. They are pretty hard on themselves. If you want to change that, that's what we're going to be doing, because confidence is something that we have to build. I'm going to touch on this very briefly, then I'm going to show you a map of where we're going to go over the next month. So when we look at confidence, and people think it's a natural state, well, you know what, I just should feel confident, and I don't. So it's not a natural state at all. Happiness is not a natural state. A more natural state for us is to be, what the hell's going on? Basically, to be looking out for danger. That's how we evolved. We evolved because we were around lots of big animals. Our lives were under threat. That is a natural state. If you want to make confidence and happiness a natural state, guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to do some training. That's what you're going to have to do. It's just whether you can be bothered. Because it'd be so easy for your shadow just to say, nah, don't bother. Your shadow just to say, stay put, be like everybody else. But what we have found with all of the years of working with people, the reason there is a gap between where you are and where you want to be is because you lack the confidence. And before I just show you this map, this is really important. I really want you to help you understand this, because people don't change really when you tell them what to do. People tend to change when their perspective changes. When they go, you know what, I've never thought of it like that. Because when we think about it in a different way, we maybe want to act in a different way. And I ask all of you just to take a moment and to answer a few questions. How many times in your life has a lack of confidence let you down? How many times have you thought about doing something and you talked yourself out of it? How many times did you maybe go for a job interview or stand up in front of people and you sabotaged your own efforts? How many times did you see someone and thought, they look amazing, I'm going to go? No, I'm not. My shadow is going to keep me where I am. If you think about it in your life, and this is what we ask you to do, when we coach people, we ask people to become more aware of what it is that they have been doing to themselves. So let me share with you, this is what we're going to be doing for the next month. I know this is probably quite small for some of you to see, but this is a roadmap of the next 4 weeks, starting from today. Here we are. It's the 18th of the 6th, 2018. And yes, we are going on an adventure for you to become more confident. This is what this is all about. Confidence 365. We are going to solve. What are we going to solve? We are going to help you solve the relationship you have with yourself. We're going to help you to solve you being in your own way. What are we going to save you? Time, energy, save you from feeling anxiety, save you from yourself, if you like, save you from your shadow. We're going to help you to increase your confidence. And there are two types of confidence that we need to build, two types of confidence. So the first confidence is confidence in yourself today, who you are, but also confidence in your future, what it is that you want to do, what it is that you want to create. What are we going to help you to feel amazing, feel on top of the world. So this is week 1. Then we got week 2. Then we got week 3. Then we've got week 4. And at the end of week 4, we're going to graduate. Many of you will graduate. You work with us for 28 days. 28 days. And in 28 days, we will graduate and we will move on to another adventure on the 13th of the 7th, 2018. So let's just look at what we're going to be doing this week, starting from tomorrow. We're going to look at what, why, and how of confidence. What exactly is it? Why do you want more of it? And how do you start to generate it and create it? Then we're going to be looking really heavily at self-talk, because self-talk, the quality of your life, comes down to the quality of the conversation or conversations that you're having with yourself. We're going to look at this. We're going to start to change it. We're also going to start looking at how do you build this? Just like a builder, you're building a house. We've got to keep going. We're going to help you get some momentum with this. We're going to help you develop, create, and grow your confidence. Then we'll review on Friday. We'll look at a couple of things which we love to look at with My365, which is what went well, what needs work. And then we're going to look at next week, excited about week 2, because we're going to be looking at post-traumatic growth. Yes, what we're going to do is we're going to help you with every experience that you have in your life, grow from it. People often talk about post-traumatic stress, which is most of us have had that in our life. But how about if we could look to grow from every opportunity, everything that happens? We're also going to help you to develop trust in yourself. I had a conversation this weekend with a few people about trust. I don't really trust people, and that might sound a bit harsh, but people let themselves down all the time. And if they've let themselves down all the time, they're going to let you down. It's much better to let people be who they are and build your own trust. Trust in who you are. Who's excited by that? If you're not excited by that, well, turn off and go do something else. We're going to also show you the opposite of trusting yourself, which is to stop doubting yourself. How many times in your life have you ever dealt with any doubt? We're also going to look at super awareness. Awareness is a tool, but it's really not a tool, but we call it a tool. To become aware is it's a choice. But once you become more aware of what you're doing to yourself, you'll always realize, well, hang on, whoa. You actually have a choice. So we're going to take awareness, and I'm going to show you how to really ramp that up. Week 3, this is going to be awesome. We're going to be looking at the confidence game. I look at life like a game, but for most of us, we've not been playing it very well. Well, we've been doing the best that we can. How many of you would like to play the game of life so much better? We're going to look at it this week, just like playing a video game, but the video game of your life. We're going to do this. We're going to show you how to coach yourself. Once you get really good at being coached, the next level is to coach yourself. So you just you recognize what is going on. And we're going to build your new identity. Just like in a film, we take on a new identity like, I don't know, Mission Impossible. But this is not Mission Impossible. This is Mission Possible. We're going to bring these elements together. And then as we move into week 4, we're going to start working on resilience. Resilience is all about grit. It's all about your ability to withstand what is coming, the obstacles. Then we will review. Then we will graduate. For those of you that want to graduate, one of the reasons why My365 is such a unique experience is because we don't just teach, we show you the application of all of this. And if you look above this here, this is your new identity. This is the I in the identity. I'm going to show you how to become a super powerful human being that you were put on this earth to be. And I've just realized all the time I was broadcasting on Instagram, none of you could see that, but I'll show it to you anyway. There you go. So who's fired up and excited about that? There it is. There's your roadmap for the next month. But let's get into, something that you could go away and do today. But before I do that, I don't know about you, I feel like I need a sip of the world's healthiest coffee. Look, when we look at confidence, it really does all start here. You have one of these, yes? Well, not one of these. This is a bit of plastic, I don't know what it is actually, foam. But you have a brain. But no one gave you a user manual of how to use your brain. And one of the things at My365, which makes it so unique, is we give you the tools that you need. How many of you have already got your hands on one of these? Because you can get your hands on one of these for £1. We will send this to you in this lovely box, not just with the duck, but with some other really useful tools just to help you get started. What is in this folder is all of our masterclasses, including the Confidence 365 masterclass. And if you're one of our elite members, And if you haven't got one of these, download the worksheet and start to work through it. We've got 28 days of going to work on helping this be more confident. Remember what we said. The natural state of your brain is not confidence. You can develop it the more you get skilled at something. So thousands of years ago, when we were huntsmen, or we were living in the jungle and the savannah, we became more confident as we went through life, but we had to build at it. When you came into this earth, you came into this earth vulnerable. You came into this life dependent on other people. What we will be teaching you is to become more dependable on yourself, to trust yourself. And this is what I wanted to share with you about what Abraham Maslow said. He said that everything that happens in life is recorded. He was a very famous psychologist. Some of you maybe have heard of the hierarchy of needs, which is like this triangle. The base of the triangle is, food and shelter. And then above that, having a job, financial subsistence. And at the top of that triangle, is what we call self-actualization. It's when you become who you can become. And he said, what you can be, you must be. And this is why there seems to be a gap for so many people, because they know they're just not being who they're capable of being. And I'm not talking about perfection here. Perfection is probably the lowest standard that anyone can set for themselves, because perfection doesn't exist. To strive for it is great, but not to beat yourself up when you don't get it. So this is what I want to finish on today to help you understand this. That what Maslow explained is that your brain remembers everything, even if you don't. There is a part of you that remembers every single time you said something and you didn't do it. So how many times in your life do you think you thought you said you were going to do something and you didn't do it? How many times? Once? Twice? 3 times? 5 times? How many times you said you bought a book, so I'm going to read that? How many times did you start something and not finish it? How many times you said you were going to go meet someone and you didn't turn up, or you cancelled? There's a part of your brain that remembers that. And what does that do to your confidence? It pushes it right down. And what we have to learn to do is to do what we say we are going to do, even if we don't feel like it, which is part of what we're going to be looking at this month, of which I'm so excited to share with you that confidence isn't something, the feeling of confidence comes from taking action. So for those of you that are our members, our elite members, I'm asking all of you to stop what you're doing, and take some time out today and ask yourself, what exactly do you want to get out of this month? What specifically do you want to achieve? So if we just come back onto the board here, that, this is where we are today. Where do you want to be here? Where exactly? What is it that you want to have done? What is it that you want to have achieved? Let's get excited about working together through this for the next 28 days of our lives. Let's make the next 28 days, 28 of the most powerful days, as we lay some very solid foundations. Very solid foundations. You see, how many times have I said you see? I believe in you. And at My365, the core of what we do is all about that. We believe your future is unwritten and you have the power to change. That's what we believe. Your future is unwritten and you have the power to change. But we live in a world where people are becoming more and more powerless because they're not using their power. They're using other forces to stimulate parts of their brain, but they don't really go anywhere. And if you don't really know where you're going to end up someplace else. So let's not leave your great life to chance. Let's do something by design. Let's get excited about what we're going to do this week. We're going to solve your habit of doubting yourself. We're going to stop you throwing obstacles in your own way. We're going to save you time. We're going to stop you putting pressure on yourself. We're going to help you to increase the sense of confidence about who you are and what you're doing. And we're going to help you to feel fantastic. So if anyone's got any questions, I'm more than happy to take any questions. because this is an important time of our lives. Show me some hearts if you're fired up right now about the next 28 days. Like I say, if you're a member of My365, take some time to think about what exactly do you want to get out of it. Feel free to make a post, whether you make a video, whether you write about it. It's really important. Set the marker. If you're not a My365 Elite member, why the hell not? Why not take advantage of the #1 coaching opportunity? It only costs you £1 for the first week. And for that £1, we're going to send you this in a lovely box. We're also going to send you this. And this is something we will be looking at a lot this week. This is a duck. But do you know what the devil really means, the word? It comes from a Latin word, diablos, which means to throw obstacles in your way. Do you know how many obstacles you throw in your way? And that's because of what you say to yourself. Yes, we all have a duck or a chimp or whatever you want to call it. We have this inside our head. And one of the key things we're going to be doing this month is showing you how to change the way you relate to yourself. Who's fired up? Who's excited? Do we have any questions? Jerry, is there any questions coming through? Because we've got Jerry on the cameras, on the computer, doing a great job switching from this camera to this camera. And if we just come back onto this camera, some of you will see there's something that's not behind me. For over, I don't know how long, we've had a big picture behind us. We're moving house on Thursday, and I'm so excited about moving house because where we're moving into, it's just going to be much more purpose-built for us in terms of what we're doing, taking our game to a whole new level. That is what we are doing, and that is what we were doing with this confidence masterclass. Thank you so much for being here. Even if you're the remotest bit curious about coaching on Instagram or on Facebook, click the link in my bio, click the link in this post and see what we're doing for people. This isn't a joke. This is the real deal. This is your life, and your life matters. I realized with my father passing away just a few weeks ago, how life, is so precious and time is running out for all of us. But with the time that we still have, we've got an opportunity to make ourselves proud, to make a difference, to leave a mark on this earth. Please remember, a great life doesn't happen by chance. It happens by design. And to design that life, you need help. If you want to try and do it all on your own, good luck. But no man is an island. No one person is a relationship. No one person is a company. We all have to learn to work better with ourselves first and foremost, and then we work so much better with everything else around us. For all of you that have shared this, I really appreciate it. If you're watching this on the live, if you're watching this on catch up, again, feel free to share it. Thank you for being here. Let's do this. Let's build the better you today. Become aware. Become more aware of how many times in your life, become curious, how many times in your life have you said something and you didn't do it? How many times have lack of confidence held you back? And at the same time, start to think about, what would you like to achieve in the next 28 days? What would you look like? How would you feel? What would be different if you had more confidence? What does confidence mean? Trust in yourself, backing yourself. That is what this is all about. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Much love to all. In fact, you can all go if you want. Goodbye, Instagram. We love you. I'm just going to make a quick video on here, which you guys can stick around for if you want. But if not, we'll see you tomorrow morning to our Elite members. And if you want to join Elite, you can literally do it. We will keep you going. Keep this video going for us, Jerry, for a minute. And here we go. So this is day one. The lights are on. The camera's at home. This is what we've been doing. We're looking at confidence, the My365 Confidence Masterclass, the #1 masterclass in the world. Come on, England. We are going to be working with you for 28 days to help you be incredible. What does confidence mean? Confidence means trusting yourself, learning to rely on yourself. England, are they going to win today? Well, it depends about how much confidence they actually have. A great life doesn't happen by chance. It happens by design. I've got my duck with me. The duck is telling me I can't do this. I won't do this. Shut the duck up. Let's take control of our lives. We'll see you tomorrow, 7 a.m. All the best. Much love. Bye-bye.